Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up, people? Man, you know what I didn't check? Oh, hopefully it is right. Let me check something real quick, y'all. We got to start this show back. I got to make sure the audio is good. Testing, 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 testing. All right, we are good, man. Let's start this show back over, man. All right. Yo, what it do? What up? What up? What up? What up, people? Man, listen. So, guess what we got, man? We got the one and only David Benavidez coming back May the 2nd. Quick question for you. Is David Benavidez about to take over the whole Cinco de Mayo, the Hispanic month for Mexicans? Is David Benavidez gonna be the one that take over? Hold on one second, y'all. Let me fix this. All right, y'all got this music in the background, so let me know if y'all rocking with the music in the background while we rocking out, man. But anyway, David Benavidez is coming up, man. He has a fight coming up with the one and only ZURDO. And hey, let me tell you, David Benavidez is not backing down. He wants to be the guy that take over like the Hispanic months. He wants to be the guy, the main guy, man. He wants to be what Canelo was or used to be. David Benavidez got a big card coming on now. There are some new adjustments that came about. Charlo was a part of that discussion, but come to find out, Charlo will not be on that card, man. So here it is right here. We have David Benavidez versus ZURDO. Shout out to that. David Benavidez versus ZURDO, May the 2nd on Amazon Prime, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, I am ecstatic. I'm ready for this fight. David Benavidez is finna show that he can put on a great fight for for the Cinco de Mayo situation. And hey, shout out to that boy David Benavidez, man. Also, man, we're gonna talk about Rolly Romero and the one and only Devin Haney. They are set to take bout. They are set to take on a fight here May the 30th. So May is going to be a good month. You're going to have David Benavidez, and then on top of David Benavidez, you're going to have Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero, which will be here. Is this it right here? Okay, no. So this is another something else I want to show y'all. And then also, let me get all of these screenshots up, y'all. Then we're gonna start the show back over because yeah. But yeah, so these are just few of the topics that we're going to talk about. If I'm not in the screen, let me know. I'm trying to get the rest of these topics up. I wonder where it's at. I know something. I must have passed it. No way. I know it was on here. Let me know if y'all feeling that music in the background. I'm about to take that music off because sometimes they'll try to hit you with a copyright for anything, bro. And StreamYard is the one that told me that I can use it. Here it is right here. This is the screenshot that I was looking for. All right. And then also on top of that, boom, there you go. You got Garcia versus Haney, right? That's not the right screenshot that I wanted to share. Give me 1 second. Let me get the right screenshot that I'm trying to share with you guys. And then while I'm doing that, let me cut this music off in the background because I am not trying to get no copyright. Boom. All right, boom. Let me get the rest of these screenshots, guys. Those y'all that are with us, man, you already know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get the rest of these screenshots. Trying to get the Devin Haney one and Rolly Romero. Give me 1 second, and because I had it, then we're gonna start the show back over. That rewind button. I have to resend it back to the channel, I will, but oh, I sent it to the channel. I have so many pictures in here, man. Crazy. What the Halle Berry? Okay, so that's one of the cards that we're going to talk about too, but that's not what I'm looking for. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. But yo, so we're going to be talking about several different things tonight. And you know what? I'm not going to keep looking. I'm going to just resend it to the channel. Cause yeah, who got time to keep looking for something? You know what I'm saying? Let me send this to the channel real quick. All right, boom. All right, boom. Now it's on there. So let me re-go out. But yeah, so these are just some of the topics that we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about David Benavidez, Rolly Romero, Devin Haney, May the 30th. So May is actually going to be a pretty good month for the sport of boxing. I mean, March was a pretty March is a pretty good month too. Like, you know, right now, and then we still got Keith Thurman coming up. We just came off of a ring card. You know, so I mean, March has been a great month for the sport of boxing as well. And let me get this screenshot up. Those y'all that are with us, just hit that. I'm gonna get to y'all comments here just in a little bit. Let me find this screenshot that I'm trying to find. Where is it? Oh man, don't tell me I did that. Oh well, we just go rock with it like that. But anyway, that's that screenshot right there. Boom. I wasn't trying to let me redo that. All right, man. Let me see what the comments looking like. What the comments. DT in the building. My boy says it's been a hectic day for everybody. It's so bad. I woke up thinking it was Wednesday. Damn. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Today been so hectic, bro. I almost didn't come on, but I know I told y'all I was gonna come on today. So I'm trying to hold my word, bro, and come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on more during the week, and you know, come on a little earlier to try to get the new audience and everything like that, man. My boy Ryan Anthony's in the building. What up? Shout out to that boy Ryan Anthony sticking with the channel. Sticking with the channel. That's what it's about, man. Shout out to that boy Ryan Anthony. I came on late last night, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? But we back on today. We're gonna start the show back over, y'all. Just let me find some of these pictures that I wanted to present to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff just be everywhere. All right, I gotta grab one more picture, and then we're gonna get this show back on the road. Hey, when we live, everything happens. You know what? The crazy thing is, I be having all of this set, right? And then right when I go live, sometimes I have to back out of StreamYard. And when I back out of StreamYard, all the pictures that I already have going up, it just disappears. It disappears. Real talk. I ain't even gonna lie to you. All right, so guys, let's get this party restarted.
To Likeable Dialogue.
Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD,
the Kid,
and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Yo, David Benavidez versus ZURDO Devin Haney going up against Rolly Romero. May the 30th. Bill Haney put it on social media confirming. I guess they signed the dotted line. Let's talk about it right here on Likeable Dialogue. So, man, shout out to that boy DT in the building, man. Yo, OFP, bro, I'm glad you are back. Bro, I know who you are now. bro, it was like Ninja Ginger or something like that. But you changed your picture in your profile name, bro. So I know who you are now, bro. My boy say DT, yeah, bro. So like when you changed your picture, we probably forgot who you were, bro. Like I just so happened to go back and rewatch sometime I go back and I rewatch the content because I be like losing the thought sometime. I'm like, damn, I forgot to talk about this. And when I seen your picture, I was like, yo, that's Ginger Ninja. Yeah. And I used to call you like JN. Yeah, bro. I know who you are, bro. Bro, you changed your name in your profile picture, so I didn't recognize you the other day. My bad, brother. But when I went back and watched the show, I said, oh, that's that boy JN. Yeah. So I've been waiting for you to come back, bro, so I can talk about you, bro. So I can be like, oh, I know who he was. All good, all good. That boy Ryan Anthony says, Bill Haney having a big party today. Why he having a big party today, Ryan? What did I miss? Is this his birthday or what? What did I miss? Shout out to Bill Haney, though, man. Shout out to that boy. All right, y'all, let's start the show over one more time. Let's go. Yo, David Benavidez versus ZURDO and Rolly Romero going up against Devin Haney. Bill Haney announced it live on social media, man. Looks like we are actually finna really get that fight, man. So shout out to Bill Haney, shout out to Devin Haney, and shout out to Rolly Romero. Seems like some guys are really about to get that show started, man. My boy say that's awesome, brother. No problem, man. I recognized the picture when I went back and watched the show for sure. Your picture popped up. I said, "Oh, that's JN." But I've been waiting for you to come back on so I can tell you I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? My boy say, "What it do, JN?" Shout out to that boy. Hey, listen, those of y'all that are watching the content right now, man, make sure y'all smash that like button right now, man. That helps us get into the visibility of other people who might like this content, man. So smash the like button, and then, like I say, always tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about our show, Likeable Dialogue. You feel me? My boys say, out here acting, out here behaving, DT. How's it going, dog? That's what's up, man. It's a family over here at Likeable Dialogue, man. I appreciate that, man. But listen, guys, we got to talk about it. So which topic do y'all want to talk about? Let's start with the David Benavidez, right? So here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, May the 2nd, we have David Benavidez going up against the one and only ZURDO. But it's only one thing, though. David Benavidez had a great card, right? And we was going to get almost a double header. We're still going to get a double header for this fight, but we was going to get a great double header for this fight. Let me know if y'all can hear me real good. You know what I'm saying? If I need to scoot the mic up a little bit more, that's something that I noticed that I needed to push the mic up a little bit more as I'm leaning back. As I'm leaning back and stuff. But listen, David Benavidez. Now, this card with David Benavidez was going to be outstanding, right? This was going to be a great card because, and the reason why I say this was going to be a great card was because we were going to have David Benavidez on this card, and not only David Benavidez on this card, but we was going to have the one and only Charlo brother on this card. It was going to be Charlo on this same card, May the 2nd. But what they're saying is Charlo is not going to be on this card. What they're saying is he is now being replaced with Jaime Munguia on May the 2nd for the WBA super middleweight title in Las Vegas. Benavidez Ramirez, sources told by ESPN Knockout. So what they're saying is David Benavidez and is not going to double headline with Charlo. Instead, he's going to double headline with Jaime Munguia. which I think is really good. Now, given that David Benavidez is a Amazon Prime guy, given that Jaime Munguia is a DAZN guy, there shouldn't be no problems about making fights happen no more in the sport of boxing because of a network. These two are on two different networks, and guess what? They're coming together and they're going to be fighting. You know what I'm saying? So that's really good, though. I think the Jaime Munguia is going to bring out more of the Hispanic side. You know what I mean? And you know what? And maybe Charlo's still going to fight in May. Maybe they said, you know what? May is what's going to be Cinco de Mayo. I believe they trying to make it, okay, we need more Mexicans so more Mexicans can tune into this fight. And so to me, that's another aspect. Charlo probably didn't do nothing wrong. It was just probably like they needed to get more people in. And so here it is right here. Jaime Munguia is a favorite of the Hispanics, one of the favorites in the Hispanics world, and he's going to be going up against Armando Resendez for the WBA super middleweight title in Las Vegas May 2nd, right? So that's actually big news. That's actually very big too, by the way. Shout out to PBC. I always said, I don't know why PBC, I don't care if, like, in this day and age, starting last year, in this day and age, I don't care if Canelo had a fight when he went up against, what's that dude that was running around the ring in the Riyadh season, y'all? What's his name? William Skull. When David Benavidez went up against William Skull, I said, PBC, what are you doing? You still can get David Benavidez a fight card. People would have tuned in to David Benavidez because at that time, people were saying Canelo was ducking David Benavidez so long and so much that people didn't care what Canelo had going on. People didn't care what Canelo had going on. You know what I'm saying? So for them to start David Benavidez on May the 2nd for this Riyadh season card, I think that's awesome. I think it's tremendous. And I think that shows a lot that they probably have a lot of faith going on and David Benavidez, and believe that David Benavidez can sell some pay-per-views for this May the 2nd pay-per-view card, man. So shout out to David Benavidez, shout out to PBC for finally recognizing David Benavidez can headline on a normal PBC card, on a Cinco de Mayo, as well on a September the 10th card. Like, they can do it, you know. So shout out to them for sure, man. Man, shout out to that boy DT. He says, your boy Jamal begging for a fight right now. Yeah, he is, bro. The younger brother is, I think that's Jamel. I get the Jamel. Yeah, you did say Jamel. Oh, my bad. Said Jamal, but I think that's Jamel. I used to recognize the Charlos. Now I ain't even gonna lie. I get both of the Charlos mixed up, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I get them both mixed up. I'm not even gonna cap to you. My boy OFP, aka JN, says, shout out to them boys for breaking the mold. Shout out to that boy JN, man. Shout out to JN, man. JN, man, my boy back with the channel, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Like I said, I just didn't recognize the picture and the name. But yeah, once I went back and watched it, I saw you. I said, oh yeah, that's JN. Shout out to him, man. But now a lot of people is talking about this David Benavidez fight, right? Because I think this is good. But a lot of people is also still questioning, will we ever get David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez? And I'm just going to tell the people, get that out your mind. We will never get David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. And David Benavidez actually went on and told Turkey Al-Sheikh, hey, you promised me Canelo. And Turkey Al-Sheikh couldn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing. He said, yo, you promised me Canelo, and I never got Canelo. So give it up. We were not getting Canelo. They can go call the Popos to get Canelo to come and fight David Benavidez. Guess what? We still ain't go get David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. That shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. My boy says, once my work starts back up, I'm going to start members back up. Shout out to that boy. Shout out to that boy OFP, a.k.a. JN, says that once his work start back, he go hop back up on that membership plan. And I remember you was on that membership plan, my boy. I was wondering what happened to you, man. I said, man, what happened to that boy JN? Man, he was supporting the channel, man. But hey, man, I understand, bro. You have to go do your time for we ain't gonna say the other stuff. We just say, yeah, you went to go do the time, and now you back. And so, man, just lock back in, man, and don't go back, bro. Don't go back, man. Shout out to that boy, man. David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. That fight is no longer going to happen, man. So right now, Jaime Munguia. So let me ask y'all a question. I gotta ask the chat this, man. I gotta talk to y'all. We gotta break this down, right? We gotta let the time catch up with us. So I gotta ask y'all a question. What do you guys think about this replacement versus Charlo versus Armando versus Jaime Munguia versus Armando? I think this is actually good because it's going to bring on more of the Hispanic fan base on that May the 2nd card, right? One thing in the sport of boxing is like Hispanics love the boxing. All races love boxing, but for a Cinco de Mayo card, David Benavidez should be the leading Hispanic facing on any card, man. I really believe that Jaime Munguia is the better sell. We just got to really see if Charlo got his head right. Is he ready? We seen him working out. So, I mean, I don't know what it is, but we did see him working out. So I don't know what's stopping him or what's what, but we did see him working out. My boy say, no more vacations, time to lock in. Let's go. Hey, that might be the quote of the day. DT, you gave us the quote of the day yesterday. That might be the quote of the day. No more vacations. It's time to lock in and let's go. Hey, that might be the quote of the day, man. It's time for Canelo to lock in and let's go and let's fight David Benavidez, but that fight will never happen. You know what I'm saying? That fight is never going to happen, man. But moving right along. So let me ask y'all this question though, man. Let's get this. Let's ask y'all this question, chat. Who do y'all feel is the better pick here? Do you feel that Jaime Munguia is the better pick or Charlo is the better pick for the undercard? David Benavidez fighting on Cinco de Mayo is big within itself. Let's just be real. Like that alone, that statement alone is just big within itself. But can David Benavidez, like, what's next for David Benavidez if he beats ZURDO? Like, if David Benavidez beats ZURDO next, what is next for him? Like, the ceiling should be to an all-time high. Like, if he beats ZURDO next, what's next for David Benavidez? I really don't think that David Benavidez has reached his pinnacle. I feel like David Benavidez still got room to grow because, like, if he beats ZURDO and then go after Dimitri Bivol, bro, he didn't like demolish all the guys that Canelo was supposed to fight or rematch, and it didn't happen. Like, he didn't go back and fight Dimitri Bivol. And he's talking about Terrence Crawford. Well, Canelo, you lost, but you saying that you mad at Terrence Crawford. But David Benavidez is mad because he never got the fight from you. Do you guys think that we ever get that fight? I don't think that we'll ever get that fight. Just saying, man. I don't think that we'll ever get that fight from David Benavidez, man. I feel like that fight is over with, done with, and that fight is just never going to happen, man. Personally, I just don't think that David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez is just going to happen. So we can leave that and let that rest assured that that fight right there is not going to happen. Those of you guys that are watching the content right now, man, please go smash that like button. Please smash the like button. That helps with the visibility of the show, and that helps other people find our channel, man. Well, we're going to move right along from that David Benavidez, but shout out to Jaime Munguia. The only thing that I would say about Jaime Munguia, bro, every time Jaime Munguia fights, bro, every time they fight, bro, I mean, not every time, but the last time he fought, I think they said something like he tested positive for some type of substance. Jaime, it's time to let go, bro. It's time to not test positive. Go get enrolled in VADA, and let's get this show started, man. Let's go get it started, bro. Go get enrolled in VADA, man. My boy say, what happened to the Ryan Garcia fight? I missed that, H. My boy says, watching us and Venezuela championship in the World Baseball Classic right now, too. Bring it home, boys. Shout out to that boy, OLP, a.k.a. JN. All right, guys, let's talk about this, right? So we were supposed to get Devin Haney versus Rolly, right? But Rolly Romero sent in a contract. And so now we're getting Haney versus Rolly Romero on May the 30th. I do have a video that I want to present to you guys. And this is what Bill Haney had to say about Rolly Romero when announcing the fight. He stated that the fight is on. So it is official that the fight is on. Bill Haney himself came and had something to say. Let's listen to what Bill Haney had to say.
And I'm looking forward to now, on May 30th, here in Las Vegas, Devin beating up Rolly Romero. But guess what? We can get the rematch with the Garcias too in September after we tighten up Rolly Romero, inshallah. And guess what? We're signed up for VADA right now. Ryan, you get your ass in there too, and let's make this thing happen.
All right, that is what Bill Haney had to say about Rolly Romero. Let's listen to it one more time, guys. One more time, let's listen to it.
And I'm looking forward to now, on May 30th.
Hold on. It froze up. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. Add to the stage.
And I'm looking forward to now, on May 30th, here in Las Vegas, Devin beating up Rolly Romero. But guess what? We can get the rematch with the Garcias too in September after we tighten up Rolly Romero, inshallah. And guess what? We're signed up for VADA right now. Ryan, you get your ass in there too, and let's make this thing happen.
Hey, he said, Ryan, let's get this thing started and let's make this thing happen. My boy say, hey, big bro, how old are you? I don't know, bro. There might be some, bro. Your name said toxic gameplays, bro. You might be trying to steal my social security number or something. Hold on, wait a minute.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
But shout out to that boy Toxic Gameplays. I'll say gameplays, bro, because shout out to that boy Toxic Gameplays, though, my boy, man. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, Toxic, go ahead and hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button. And Toxic, bro, I know you've been here before. That's what I'm saying, bro. I know you've been here before. But Toxic, you need to make sure your notification bell on, bro, because I don't be seeing you on here every time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy Toxic. No, I know you've been here before. Shout out to that boy Toxic, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, my brother. But so what do y'all think about this, though, man? He told him, Rolly, get ready. We coming for you. But, and then he said, if Danny Garcia, he says, then if if Ryan Garcia is ready, he can get it too in September. He says, I hear you, but I be working too, so I don't always type. I be here, but I'll be working too, so I don't always type. I got you, bro. Hey, this is for all my people that be working them late night shifts, bro. I do this for y'all, man. I do this for y'all, man. Y'all just make sure y'all hit this. All I ask is make sure y'all hit that super chat, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be working on different things, but I want to make sure my people rock with the people. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be getting to y'all comments for the low, for free, bro. Y'all know if y'all go to TBV that he ain't answering, Ness ain't answering y'all comments. Y'all already know that. But it's a family over here. I get it, but man, let's go ahead and do it. My boy says, do you think Ryan would be able to do Devin? Do you think Ryan would be able to do that Devin at 147? Brand risk was some BS. Yo, you know what? I didn't even watch it, but I seen the clips of Blueface and all of that. Yeah. But you know what though, man? Blueface, bro, a lot of people talk bad about Blueface, but Blueface can really box. If Blueface can really just dedicate like 2 months straight, 3 months straight in the gym, no drinking, no bad vibes, everybody really just around Blueface, stay on par, stay on deck. Bro, I really do think Blueface can be one of them ones, bro, because like I just feel like Blueface need to work on his stamina, but Blueface can fight. Blueface can fight, bro. So yeah, I know I seen the clips, but he can fight. He can fight for sure. But do I think that Ryan can do that to Devin Haney at 147? Here is the thing, what we have to realize, right? What we would have to realize is that Devin Haney was like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, look at this. This is Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. This is Ryan Garcia versus Tank, right? Those are two different Ryan Garcias, right? Also, what we have to realize with Devin Haney is that Devin Haney at 147, he's a healthy guy. Also, what we have to take into accountability is that when Devin Haney went up against Ryan Garcia, what we have to realize is that Devin Haney came in on weight, right? Which was like 140. Ryan Garcia came in at 143. And he said that he can no longer shrink his weight down to the 140 division. And then, so you got to think about it. Devin made the weight, shrunk his body down, starved his body to actually make the weight, and Ryan didn't do that. So when it came down to it, Ryan was able to rehydrate way more than what Devin Haney was able to rehydrate to, because Devin had actually made the weight versus Ryan actually making the weight and then rehydrating to whatever. You know what I'm saying? But do I think that Ryan Garcia can do what he did to Devin Haney at 147? I think we'll have a different fight on our hands, bro. But Devin, I just want Devin to be mindful that you in a boxing match, take your time, let's box, and let's not try to knock him out. Let's not try to go for the knockout like Tank did, because you're fighting a different Ryan Garcia. As you can see, the Ryan Garcia that Devin Haney fought and the Ryan Garcia that Gervonta Davis fought, those are two different people, which is why I would want Devin Haney to look at this and realize that those are two different people that you're fighting. And y'all remember the people that's been with me for a long time, y'all remember me saying this, that Devin, you have to realize that you're fighting a different Ryan Garcia than what Tank fought. Tank fought the skinny Ryan Garcia, who said that he was shaking in his boots, who said that he was shaking in his sheets, who said that he was shaking when he fought, Gervonta Davis, right? It's two different ones. But can this Devin Haney, who's at 147, who looked at healthy in his last fight against a Brian Norman Jr., do I believe this Devin Haney can do better with Ryan Garcia? Absolutely. Because he's not weight drained. He's not pulling his weight down. He's not weight drained, nor is he pulling his weight down. So absolutely, I feel like this Devin Haney can and could do better against Ryan Garcia. Absolutely, I believe so. Yo, hold on, y'all. I gotta do something right quick. I'm about to see if that boy Bill Haney will pop on, man. Look, he'll pop on, man. Look, all I can do is invite these people, right? All I can do. Yo, boom! I popped that boy. Bill the theme, man. Hopefully he pop on. That'd be crazy if Bill pop on, right? I was like, Bill. That should be crazy like a big dog, man. All I can do is invite him, bro. All I can do is invite him. All right, let's get to these comments. My boy say that's a skeleton Garcia. That is the skeleton Garcia, bro. That's why I said it was two different ones. You know what I'm saying? C Fluid in the building. C Fluid says, hey, C Fluid, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the page, by the way, man. Hit that subscribe button and do me a favor, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell. Welcome to the channel too. Again, welcome to the channel, my guy. My boy C Fluid says, correct, but didn't Ryan get busted for performance enhancements when he fought Devin? Absolutely. He did. He got busted for performance enhancements. He did. He got busted for performance enhancements, man. So he did, absolutely. And people always be like, bro, it's a small doses. Bro, I don't care if it's a small dose or a big dose. I'm a guy that don't drink. So if I take one shot, I'm gonna get tipsy versus a guy that drinks all the time. Like, think about it. A guy that drinks all the time might not get as tipsy as me. But since I'm not a drinker, guess what? The guy like myself, I might get tipsy. So yes, it was a little dose, but I don't care. It's an illegal banned substance. And guess what? Ryan Garcia tested positive for it. He tested positive for it. My boy C Fluid says, thank you for welcoming me, sir. No problem. It's a family over here, man. Welcome to the channel, man. Hit that subscribe button and do me a favor, man. Let me know when you hit the subscribe button and you turned your notification bell on so you know when we go live. Let me know when you did those two things, my brother. I appreciate it. My boy says, you think the win against Norman was better than the win against Barrios? Ooh. Yeah, man, I think Devin Haney, I think the win against yes. I think Devin Haney win against Brian Norman Jr. was better than Ryan Garcia's fight against Barrios. Barrios didn't come to fight. Brian Norman came to fight. And also, we got to keep in mind that Devin Haney was considered to be the guy to take an L. We got to remember that, right? Devin Haney was considered the guy to take a L. So, yeah, of course, I feel like Brian Norman Jr. is the guy that, yes, of course, I feel like Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. was a better fight than Barrios, because Barrios got dropped in the first round. And he didn't do nothing. Yeah, a lot of people saying that he was sick, but still, he didn't do nothing. He didn't capitalize on no opportunity. Everybody knew that Ryan Garcia was going to win that fight. That was an easy fight for Ryan. They've been trying to get the belt off of him. So if you was to ask me, yeah, that was an easy fight for Ryan Garcia. That was absolutely an easy fight for Ryan Garcia. And guess what? Ryan Garcia was able to, I mean, yeah, it was an easy fight for Ryan Garcia, man. It was an easy fight. Make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button, man. Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to get something. But those of y'all that's on Twitter that's watching on Twitter, man, make sure y'all hit that like button on Twitter, man. Hit that like button, hit that follow button on Twitter, man. If y'all watching on Twitter, hit that like button on Twitter, man. My boy, shout out to that boy C Fluid. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're a lady or a guy. I apologize, but shout out to C Fluid 247. Just like, subscribe, and turned my notification bell on. Shout out. Shout out to that boy C Fluid in the building, y'all. We gotta get that boy C Fluid a welcome in the chat, man. Welcome, C Fluid. We gotta get that boy a welcome in the chat, man, for sure, man. Hold on, C Fluid. We gotta get that boy a welcome in the chat, man. Shout out to that boy C Fluid. Welcome to the channel, my guy, man. Welcome to the channel, man. There we go. Shout out to that boy C Fluid. Welcome to the channel, my guy. Welcome to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy DT with the $2 super chat, man. Make sure y'all contributing to the super chat, guys. Listen, that helps the channel keep going, and that helps the channel grow, man. It helps the channel pay some of these bills around here. You know, like I said, you go to another YouTube channel, I promise you they won't even interact with you guys without sending a super chat. I'm interacting with you guys without sending a super chat. So feel free to send a super chat, man. You can send $10, $20, $2, whatever you can afford, man. That's what I say. Just send whatever you can afford, man. Shout out to my boy DT for sending a $2 super chat. My boy say that boy brought the whole family together tonight for sure, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to that boy. Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. No problem, man. I appreciate you, man. He says Brian was coming off of the KO of the year too. He was coming off the KO of the year. He was coming off the KO of the year. He really was. But the thing is, Devin Haney said it. He says, bro, you're good, but you haven't fought the guys, ESPN Top Rank are good matchmakers. You know what I'm saying? You haven't fought a guy like me. And that's just what it was. That's the whole situation with Brian Norman. But do y'all guys see what happened with Brian Norman and Brian Norman Sr.? Are y'all seeing what's going on? So since that fight, Brian Norman and Brian Norman Sr. have not been able to see eye to eye. You know, Brian Norman Sr. tried to come out with some allegations about Devin Haney microdosing or whatnot, but Devin Haney is signed up for VADA for 365. He signed up for VADA for 365, but Brian Norman Sr. tried to insinuate that Devin Haney is microdosing and etc. But how is that so? He signed up for VADA testing 365. This is a clean fighter. I mean, you know what I mean? I had a video. I'm trying to find that video where he said that. But guys, this is what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to open up the phone lines, right? And those of you guys that want to call in to the channel, boom, the phone lines is open. First, I gotta give it a little bit to give my my members an opportunity first to call in, right? So I'm gonna give it a little bit. We'll give it about a minute or so, just in case the members want to call in and chime in on any of the topics, and then we're gonna post the number and allow the people to call in if they want to talk about it, anything of the show. So I tell you what, I'll post the number, right, and you guys can call in. But if one of my members call in, then you know they got priority. They got the priorities because they are a member. So make sure you guys hit that members for the members exclusively. You know what I'm saying? So boom, there it is. That's the number going across your screen. You guys can get that number. You guys can call in to the show if you like the topic, you want to talk about it, and then but we're going to keep it going in the meantime. So Rolly Romero is set to take place against Devin the Dream Haney, right? And Bill Haney says to Rolly Romero, you know, we're going to see you on May the 30th. We're going to see you May the 30th. We're going to see you May the 30th. But and then he says, and then after that, if Ryan Garcia wants to jump in it, Ryan Garcia can get it too. So here's my question, right? So when Ryan Garcia went up against Rolly Romero, Rolly was sort of kind of was getting overlooked. Do you guys feel like Rolly Romero is getting overlooked in this situation? Or do you guys feel like, no, Rolly is not getting overlooked? They're just setting up the dates as time continued to pass, and they're just looking to capture the next championship. Where the hell is Lewis Crocker? Like, I haven't even seen him or heard from him. Like, the only champions that we heard from at 147 is Devin Haney, right? Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero. Where the hell is Lewis Crocker? I feel like if Devin Haney is going after Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia go after Lewis Crocker. And that way in September, y'all, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia can, boom, whoever win, boom, they unify the whole division within a short period of time. Where the hell is Lewis Crocker? Those of y'all that don't know what I'm referring to, let me show y'all this, man. It's just like, where the hell is he? Let me get this image file for y'all. Of all the champions at the 147-pound division. And Lewis, where is he? We hearing about every of these other champions they getting in the mix. But if I was Lewis Crocker, I would be saying, yo, don't forget about me, right? Here it is right here. This is what I'm trying to refer to. There you go. So boom, you got Ryan Garcia as the WBC champion. You got Rolly Romero as the WBA champion. You got Devin Haney as the WBO champion. And then you got Crocker at the IBF champion. But I haven't seen or heard anything from Crocker. Why do you guys feel like we haven't seen or heard anything from Lewis Crocker? We're hearing stuff from Ryan Garcia on Ryan Garcia is giving people like me content for days, right? Rolly Romero is giving us content. He's jumping on all these different podcasts. Haven't came and jump on mine, Rolly. Shame on you. But Rolly Romero is jumping around. We saying Devin Haney, he was on the inside. He got Bill Haney as well in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Devin Haney in the dream team name alive and floating. But where the hell is Crocker? Has anybody seen or heard from Crocker? Is Turkey Al-Sheik just not interested in Crocker just yet? Like I haven't heard from dude, bruh. I haven't seen him come out with a post. I ain't seen him on a post on nobody else stuff. Like, where is he? IBF champion. You don't want to fight Rolly Romero, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia? Come on, man. My boy DT says, only good thing I can say about Ryan is that he is an entertainer. And he's keeping the hope alive, bro. And he's keeping the hope alive. That's all I can say, bro. He's really keeping the hope alive. Y'all see David Benavidez back there. If those y'all that are watching in the widescreen, David Benavidez back there. You know what I'm saying? This was the skinny David Benavidez that when I met him, that was the skinny David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? That was the skinny David Benavidez. And but yeah. But where is Crocker, bro? You know what I'm saying? So those are the questions that we got to be asking. Like, Ryan Garcia don't got a fight lined up. You don't want to try to go fight Ryan Garcia and try to get that WBC from him? Who is your promoter? Let's look. I don't even know who his promoter is. I'm finna look it up. Who is Lewis Crocker promoter, bro? I gotta look this up. Lewis Crocker IBF champion. Promoter. Eddie Hearn. God damn. Eddie, we ain't heard. Eddie, you is not selling your guy. Why do y'all think Eddie Hearn is not selling Lewis Crocker? Why do y'all feel, why is Eddie Hearn not selling his guy? To go up against a Devin Haney, to go up against a Ryan Garcia. Why isn't that? Why isn't that? You know what I mean? He got to sell this guy, man. All right, y'all. So nobody wanted to call in, so we took the number off. Boom, follow Likeable Dialogue. At the bottom of the screen, make sure y'all follow and Likeable Dialogue at the bottom of the screen. My boy says, because Hearn is a jackass. God damn. Shout out to that boy. JN, you know what I'm saying? My boy says he's a problem for the sport, man. I think Eddie Hearn talks a lot of noise and he backs up most of his fighters. But I feel like if you Eddie Hearn, you will be selling this guy, man. You will be selling this guy to the people to get the people to understand that Lewis Crocker is your guy and he can beat any of these guys up there. You know, I think let me tell y'all what's going to happen, right? So to my understanding, Devin Haney had a 3-fight deal, maybe. I need to look it up. I think he had a 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheik, but let's just say if that's so. He had 1 fight against Brian Norman Jr., got the WBO. Then he's going to go up against Rolly Romero, but that's not a Turkey card, so that's sort of kind of like him going out and doing his own thing. I believe that might be like a Amazon Prime PBC sort of kind of deal. What's the manager's name? Something Kubota, whatever the name is. I think that's their side. But here's the thing. Devin Haney goes up against Brian Norman, that's 1 fight. If it's a 3-fight deal, that's 1 fight. Then he goes up against Ryan Garcia, that's 2 fights. You may well get that 3rd fight out the way and then go talk to Eddie Hearn. Hey, Eddie, blah, 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 blah. We did business before. Let me get Lewis Crocker. Let me get that belt up off of him. You know what I mean? So we're going to see if that's a 3-fight deal, somehow Devin and Lewis Crocker Devin is going to have to do the legwork to capture every goddamn belt. That's crazy. You're going to have to do the legwork, man. I don't know why Ryan is not calling out Lewis Crocker. Like, I just don't know why Ryan is not calling out Lewis Crocker for some reason. I don't know why. Like, if I was Ryan, well, Ryan, like we said, Ryan is an entertainer, man. At the end of the day, Ryan is an entertainer. So I get it, man. He's an entertainer at the end of the day, man. Those y'all that are watching on those y'all that are watching on Twitter, make sure y'all hit that like button and go follow me on that Twitter page, man. Follow me on that Twitter page, man. I think Eddie Hearn is actually good for the sport, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He stick up for his fighters and he's accessible to the media. Like, he's accessible to the media, man. I really do think Eddie Hearn is really good for the sport. All right, y'all, listen. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm finna get up off of her, man. I think, like, I only go as long as the chat go. And it seems like we might be slowing down out there, man. But yeah, man. So Armando is going up against Jaime Munguia, and they're finalizing the deal to meet May the 2nd in Las Vegas, confirmed by Mike Compiture, man. So that is something big, man. That is big news. My boy says he has them all ducking and always has. Damn. I don't know. I just feel like the whole Bruce Ennis situation, I feel like Bruce Ennis, man, he did that to himself, bro. Like, Bruce Ennis did that to himself. Like, he always said that he wanted to tune up. We were supposed to get Bruce Ennis. A lot of people give Devin Haney a lot of slack. But the only thing Devin Haney has ever said was, okay, let me fight Bruce Ennis at 147. Bruce Ennis said he wanted to do it at 152. Devin Haney said, why would I fight at 152 when I never fought at 147? That's a legitimate statement. That's a legit statement, bro. A legit statement. So now, with that happening, we're not even getting Bruce Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. It is not happening, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe later on down the line, but it's not happening right now. Unfortunately, it's not happening right now. But Devin Haney never really ducked an opponent. This is what Devin Haney always said.
Right. I mean, do we need to give any explanations when they're going back and forth with Ryan Garcia, or when they make, you have a fighter like Esau Cruz that don't nobody know about become a name off of what he did to you, going to 12.
He wants to jab his way. Oh my!
So many different scenarios that they say, but the one thing that you never hear him say is, let's fight now.
People can say what they want about Devin Haney. But one thing they can't say is, let's fight now. Let's fight. That's one thing that Devin Haney has always said. They say everything but let's fight. They say everything but let's fight. I remember when Devin Haney was calling out Tank. He said, I don't have a fight lined up. You don't have a fight lined up. Let's fight. They say everything but let's fight. And I think that the more that they wait for Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, I think it'll be probably bad for Tank, bro. It's going to give me, like, Spence is my guy, but it's going to give me Spence vibes, bro. Because Terrence Crawford was able to develop and grow into his man body. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. And I just feel like the longer that Tank wait to get a Shakur Stevenson, to get a Devin Haney, bro, they are only getting better and better and better, bro. And, like, with the TV situation at PBC and Tank only having one fight this year, this gonna be Devin. This year, Devin is set to fight 3 times. Shakur can't fight as many times because of his hands is bad. You know what I'm saying? So we might be lucky if we get 2 fights out of a year out of Shakur. but Devin is attempting to give us 3 fights just this year. They're here. Brian Norman, Rolly Romero. And if he get past that, he's trying to go get Ryan Garcia. Just saying. GT says, Haney always talking about A-side crowd. Yo, but I think that's just part of the business, man. You know, when it comes down to the A side and the B side, it's part of the business. But we can't really say that about Devin Haney, always saying the A side, because he took the B side to go across the pond to fight what's that dude named George Kambosos twice. Went across the pond twice. Took the B side. It wasn't about the A side and the B side. If the fight makes sense, if it's something that Devin Haney wants, he'll take the B side. But with Ryan, that's just a bad blood that's just unpredictable. That boy says, and Hearns up there watching that mess he made. It makes me hate him. My boy said, can't remember their names. Not saying Haney ducking. Heyman can't control Devin. My boy says, watch the fight. It was a Latino beat of a champ, older. Sent him fight some spouser from Lee F Buddy right over. I don't know what OFP talking about. I'm so confused. But listen, guys, man, I enjoyed coming on a Tuesday, man. This is refreshing. You know, came back to back, trying to, get back in the habit of coming back live, man, every day, man. Coming back live on a daily basis, man. You know what I mean? So y'all got to give me some slack, give me some credit. But I really do think Devin Haney is a great champion. And I feel like Devin Haney is, goddamn me, trying to make it happen. Ryan, what we gonna do, Ryan? Are we gonna unify? Are we gonna fight? You know what I mean? And then as far as the David Benavidez go, man, David Benavidez is just on another level. And I'm so happy that they giving him the Cinco de Mayo opportunity. I think Canelo is set to come back in September, maybe. I don't even know when Canelo is set to come back. He was supposed to come back September, but now they talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather. Don't nobody really want to see that. So who's paying for that card? Is it Turkey or is it Amazon Prime and PBC? If it's Amazon Prime and PBC, shame, right? But if it's, I'm not going to say shame. I understand, get your money, right? But if Amazon and PBC is not paying for that card, put David Benavidez on for September. It'll be just the battle of the bands trying to figure out who's going to watch. If you put David Benavidez up against a decent opponent, people will watch it. Like, who is freaking crawling for Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao? Nobody. So I'm happy to see that they giving David Benavidez a Cinco de Mayo date. This is actually good. And guess what? I'm going to tune in. Why? Because it's David Benavidez, and I know what David Benavidez brings to the table. So it's good to see that PBC is finally giving David Benavidez his just due, man. A round of applause for them. For sure, man. Round of applause. All right, man. My boy says, Hearns being a BHS promoter, LOL. He's a snake. You know what? A lot of people can say that he's a snake, man, but I think he's just a businessman, bro, that weighs his emotions on his feelings. You know, like with the whole, think about it, Conor Ben, bro. This dude didn't help you out when you was business is business, bro, at the end of the day. So, like, I ain't mad at Conor Ben. If somebody offered me $15 million for one fight, and I know for a fact that I won't get $15 million for one fight for Eddie Hearn, why would I not go get that fight? And I'm going against Regis Prograis. I'm gonna tell you how that fight go down. They gonna Conor Ben go come out there so explosive, so hyped, so this, and he might win. But Regis Prograis last fight, he did an absolutely 360 turnaround. If we get that same Regis Prograis from his last fight, I think we get a different fight. Regis Prograis did a great job his last fight. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. He did an outstanding job his last fight, man. So that's just my thoughts and my thoughts on this situation, man. But man, we got it. This, you know what's so crazy? Until we get Devin Haney and Rolly in the ring, until we get Devin Haney and Ryan in the ring, this conversation is gonna be a forever continuous topic, man. And all I can say to y'all is y'all just need to get ready, strap your shoestrings together, and be prepared, because that's what we about to do, man. That's just all we about to do, man. Like, you know, because they giving us content every day. Which are your other fighters giving us content? I just wonder what Shakur Stevenson is going to do. That's my only thing. Like, Shakur, like, are you going to step up? And you said you're not going to go. You said that Ryan Garcia is not as big as you thought. So are you going to step up to 147, 145? Give Ryan Garcia that fight? Beat him at 145. And then no rehydration clause. Because if you put a rehydration clause on it, bro, I don't want to watch it, because we're not going to get the full. It's going to be an excuse. Anytime somebody put a rehydration clause, they don't believe in themselves and their capabilities. Terrence Crawford did put a rehydration clause on Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really down with that rehydration thing. I just feel like that rehydration thing is just an excuse. What's y'all thoughts? You know what I'm saying? All righty, people. Man, I'm gonna get up out of here for tonight. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. And man, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, man, make sure y'all tapping into the channel. Those y'all that are watching on Twitter, man, go follow me at Likeable Dialogue on YouTube. At Likeable Dialogue on YouTube. Again, at Likeable Dialogue on YouTube. And then, you know, we do the word of the day, right? And DT gave us a great word of the day earlier. And I said I was going to use that as the word of the day. Where is it at? Here it is right here. No more vacations. Time to lock in. Let's go. We often sit around and procrastinate. No more vacation. It's time to lock in, including myself. It's just time to lock in. No more vacations, man. It's time to lock in. Get this channel back popping, man. Shout out to DT. That is the word of the day, man. But today, that's the word of the day. Hey, man, those of y'all that are tapping in with us, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And, man, listen. So just to do a quick recap on what we discussed today, and I'm going to upload this again. So we talked about David Benavidez versus ZURDO. We talked about Ryan Garcia going up against Devin Haney. Charlo is no longer on the Benavidez card. Instead, Jaime Munguia is going to take over that card. Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero is official as a whistle. Bill Haney came out and stated that, hey, it's time for Rolly Romero to get ready and lace them gloves up. This is what Bill Haney had to say.
And I'm looking forward to now, on May 30th, here in Las Vegas, Devin beating up Rolly Romero. But guess what? We can get the rematch with the Garcias too in September after we tighten up Rolly Romero, inshallah. And guess what? We're signed up for VADA right now. Ryan, you get your ass in there too, and let's make this thing happen.
Hey, you heard the man. He says, hey, We signed up for VADA. Ryan, we can get it popping. You know what I mean? We can get it popping. So will those fights take place in the future? And we just have to see. We talked about all four of the 147-pound champions. Right now, 147 is popping. You know what I mean? You got Ryan Garcia, WBC, Rolly Romero, WBA, Devin Haney, WBO, and Lewis Crocker, IBF, who is signed with Atram. But where the hell is Lewis Crocker? Why is nobody talking about him? Why isn't nobody calling him out? Is he a threat? Is he not a threat? Why ain't people calling out Lewis Crocker is the real question. But if Devin Haney is going up against Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia should go up against Lewis Crocker. He really should. It should be an opportunity for Ryan Garcia to go get that title, and then Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia get it on in September, and the winner take all the belts. Why isn't Ryan Garcia going up against a Lewis Crocker? That is just so interesting to me. I feel like Ryan Garcia needs to be going up against Lewis Crocker, man. I really do. Because if he goes up against Lewis Crocker, Devin goes and fight Rolly Romero on May the 30th. That winner goes on and fight. And they unify. That's just my thoughts. But I don't know, man. We just have to see and see how everything plays out, man. Those of y'all that are watching, make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm your host, LD the Kid, and you're tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Lewis Crocker, where the HEATS are you? Does Eddie Hearn has you waiting out or what? We need you to pop out, sir. We're seeing all these 147-pounders popping out, but we don't see Lewis Crocker popping out. Why is that? Can anybody tell me that? Why isn't that Lewis Crocker popping out? You know, we got Devin Haney popping out, Ryan Garcia, Rolly, they popping it. Where the hell is Lewis Crocker? You know what I'm saying? For real. Eddie, you got to get your boy and you got to get your boy out there, man. Eddie Hearn, you got to get your boy out there. But anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Those of y'all that are just now tuning in, man, hey, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on. That way you know once we go live, and we go live, and you know when we go live, man. Hey, listen, this is one thing that I want to say to the people on Twitter. Listen, those of y'all that are watching on Twitter, I want to say I thank you guys. But go hit the follow button and come to the YouTube channel and press the subscribe button. Hit the like button. That helps the channel grow. And if you liked the content, then guess what? You could become a subscriber of the channel, and you can join the Likeable Dialogue family like that boy C Fluid just did, man. So I always say support the channel. Go somewhere else, you won't get this kind of love. I appreciate you guys. I'm up out of here. Hey guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you guys. It's your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Get to press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue. On Likeable Dialogue. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Don't forget to press that like button. And those of y'all that are just now tapping in, man, we're coming to an end. We talked about David Benavidez, Rolly Romero, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Charlo not being on the David Benavidez card anymore. Instead, it's now going to be Jaime Munguia is taking over that Charlo spot. And I think that's good for the whole Cinco de Mayo weekend on May the 2nd. I think that's actually pretty good, man. I feel like that's a better choice. It gets more people from the Hispanic community and all of that involved, because you know, Jaime Munguia is a really, really big Mexican fighter, and he can draw that attention to it. So shout out to him, man. And then we talked about Devin Haney. We touched on this Virgil Ortiz situation a little bit, but I guess we could touch up on this a little bit more when we go back live again. But this fight is not happening. And the question that I'm going to leave you guys with, and so we are going to talk about this, right? But the question that we're going to leave you guys with on this topic is, whose fault is it that we're not getting Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz? That is the question I want you guys to answer when we go live again. Go live again. The question is, whose fault is it? Is it Boots Ennis' fault, or is it Virgil Ortiz's fault? Or is it that one fighter said yes and the other fighter said that they wanted to tune up? Whose fault is it? Is it because one fighter said, yes, I'll take the fight in Saudi Arabia? Or is it because the other fighter said that I want to fight, but I want to tune up first? Which one is it? Let's talk about it right here on Likeable Dialogue on the next episode. Make sure y'all hit that like button, turn your notification bells on so you will know when we go live. Appreciate you guys. I'm your host, LD the Kid, and you're tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.